Hello everyone, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to do my review for 2009's Alabama Moon. This is a movie that a lot of people probably haven't heard of. It's an independent movie that uh, I know fell under the radar a lot. I don't know how it did with critics or anything, but um, it's based on a book by Watt Key. He also helped write the screenplay for this movie alongside James Whitaker. And the movie follows a boy who lives in the backwoods of Alabama with his father, who is like a conspiracy theorist guy who doesn't trust anybody. He's scared of the government and the law and all that. And they live in the backwoods, and when his father dies, the boy gets caught by this cop that he's a really big jerk, and it's kind of like really crooked. He's kind of the villain of the movie. He's played by Clint Howard, who most of the time never has big roles in movies. This is probably one of the biggest roles he's had, I think, in a movie. Anyway, the boy gets taken to this facility with a bunch of other boys that have been taken to, it's like a DHS type facility thing, so pretty much after that, the boys led by Moon, the main character, make a plan to escape from the facility, and then the rest of the movie is mainly about the boy and his friends living in the wilderness, and then trying to survive and everything. It's a pretty good movie. The cast is really good in this movie. Jimmy Bennett plays Blake Moon, the main character. He does a very good job in this movie. Probably the best performance I've seen. He's never really been one where he plays like the main characters, but he's been in quite a few movies that people have probably seen. Orphan, Shorts, Evan Almighty, just to name a few of them. And he did the voice of Rue in Pooh's Heffalump movie, which is kind of cool because Clint Howard did the voice of Rue in the original film, the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. So I thought that was kind of cool. I had the original Rue and one of the ones that had taken over a long time later. So I thought that was pretty cool. Moon's friends, Kit and Hal, are played. Kit's played by Uriah Shelton. I think that's how you say his name. I don't really know if he's been in any other movies. I think he's been in a few independent movies since this one, but I don't think I've seen any of the ones he's been in. And the other one, Hal, was played by Gabriel Basso. I think probably the biggest movie he's been in was 2011 Super 8, directed by J.J. Abrams. That movie, I've only seen it once, so I don't really even remember if he's like one of the main kids or if he's just one of the characters in the movie. But both of them do really good in this movie, and the main supporting cast, as I mentioned before, Clint Howard, he was really good in this movie because he really made you hate his character. He was like really big jerk, and he finally gets what's coming to him and everything. And then John Goodman plays a guy that tries to help Moon get in touch with some of his other relatives, and he's trying to help him get where he doesn't have to be taken back to the facility or anything like that. And John Goodman's not a very big part in this movie, but his character is just really, really likable. One of my favorite characters he's played. Yeah, he's not, like I said, he's probably got maybe about 20 minutes of screen time, but his character is really important to the plot and everything, and it's just really good performance. Everybody in this movie does a really good job. There's other characters, but I don't really know who the actors are. I don't think they've really done much other stuff. They might have appeared in stuff, and I just don't know their names or anything, but I tried to look them up and I couldn't find anything on them, so they may not have actually even been in any other stuff, or they might have like had appearances on TV shows and stuff. But the movie is really good. The cast works perfectly together, and Jimmy Bennett especially was absolutely terrific in this film. I think he was definitely the highlight of the movie, and John Goodman and Clint Howard are always fun to watch and everything, and they were both really good in this movie too. The movie is directed by Tim McCann. He is known for writing the screenplay for The Iron Giant, and I think he wrote and directed Secondhand Lions, which was another family movie that I think was really underrated and was really good. He did a really good job with this movie. He's directed a few other independent films, but I haven't seen any of the other ones besides Secondhand Lions. The score by Ludwig Drizzle is good. It works perfectly for this movie. I wouldn't say that it's anything extremely memorable or anything like that, but it works for this movie. And everything. And the editing by Mark Coffey was done very well. It was very well put together, and they did a great job with that. And one of the other big highlights of this movie is the cinematography. It has some absolutely beautiful shots of the woods and the wilderness and stuff. The cinematographer was Jimmy Lindsay, and he did an excellent job with this. I don't know if he's done cinematography for any other movies that I've seen, but I know with this one he did absolutely. It had some breathtaking, beautiful scenery, and that alone makes this movie worth watching if you like to watch movies that have beautiful cinematography. But this is really good movie. Like I said, it's probably not on most people's radar because it's independent. I'm sure a lot of people probably haven't even heard of it. The only reason I ever heard of it was because of through video on demand, and because I'm a pretty big John Goodman fan. I try to keep up on his stuff, and at that time I was just really starting to get into his movies, and I happened to see that one was on demand, and I ordered it, and it's one of my favorite movies, independent movies of all time. And I don't know where I would say this would be on my favorite John Goodman movies of all time, but I definitely would say this is one of my favorite characters he's played. Because he's not in it a lot, but he's just really great in it. His character is really great, and he plays him very well, like he does pretty much every character he plays. And like I said, Clint Howard also was absolutely terrific playing the villain. Really made you hate the character and everything. But if you haven't seen Alabama Moon, I would definitely recommend it. If you like reading books before movies, I'm sure the book is probably just as good as the movie, maybe better. I don't really know. I've been trying to find it, but I haven't been able to. But I would definitely recommend the movie though, and especially if you're a fan of independent movies and everything. Some independent family movies are really corny, but this one really isn't. It just is really good. I know the book has a sequel, but as far as I know, they've never made a movie of the sequel and everything. So, but maybe they will eventually. I don't know anything about it, how far set the books are apart or anything. But anyway, that's my review for Alabama Moon. I'd give it. I'd go ahead and give this one a 10 out of 10. It's just a really great movie. And like I said, if you're an independent film lover, I would definitely recommend trying to find it, because this one is really a great movie. And if you're a fan of Clint Howard or John Goodman, I would definitely recommend giving it a chance too. Clint Howard gets more screen time than he does in most stuff. So most of the time he's just either a cameo or just really small role, but he's got a pretty big role in this movie. Yeah, like he's a supporting character, but it's a big part though. But anyway, if you like this review, feel free to like and subscribe. You can like me on Facebook at OgreBoy1992. And if there's any other movies you'd like me to review, let me know in the comments, and I'll get to them as quick as I can. Also, I do film rankings for film series or top 10 lists. So if there's any top 10 lists or film rankings you'd like me to do, let me know and I'll get to them as quick as I can. Thank you and have a good day. I hope you enjoy this review.